It's the first month of a new year, and let's face it, we can all agree things still feel a little bit crazy right now with everything constantly changing in a world of COVID-19. But on those occasional dark days, there are some bright spots, and News 16's Ryan Leckie spotlighting some of those from our digital studio. Ryan, good morning.
Tom, you know my reason to smile on this Monday?
Well, you tell me, Ryan.
It is your birthday, buddy. Happy birthday.
It's just a Monday to me, buddy.
Happy 35th birthday.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, so as Tom mentioned, you know, this year, 2022, kind of still feels like we're in 2020, right? With everything going on in the world of COVID. But some folks who have been through some really interesting and life-changing ordeals last year are kind of seeing this new year a little bit different. This is what happened when I put out this post on my Facebook page. So many shared some incredible stories that might have you looking at 2022 maybe in a new light. For Sharon out of Kunkletown in Monroe County, she actually said she had two life-changing events happen at the same time. She battled and beat breast cancer, and she lost her 22-year-old son to suicide. 2022, she said, will be filled with give thanks for what you have, enjoy life, praise God, and keep smiling. For others, like Kelly, she said, my husband and I finally got the wedding we wanted. We had to postpone it twice because of the pandemic, but it makes you believe no matter how bad things get, love will prevail. And for someone else, Rebecca Dressler, she also has an inspiring story. This mother of three from Central PA.
It's a new start, a new year. The past couple of years have been hard on a lot of people. This year, for me personally, going through my breast cancer treatments, it's given me a new perspective. So new year, new perspective, new me. I work full time. I have 3 children at home. It just gave me a greater appreciation, and it just allowed me to be the best version of me that I could be.
But just getting to this grand awakening of sorts in 2022 for Rebecca Dressler of Danville came with the scare of her life last February.
I found a lump in my left breast. The mass in my breast was malignant.
It didn't seem fair that in the middle of a pandemic, we'd have to have patients like Becca be told they had breast cancer.
But lucky for Rebecca, one of the docs in her corner was Dr. Victor Vogel, a physician specializing in breast cancer at Geisinger.
Becca's cancer was more aggressive. It's the kind that we call triple negative. And what grade means is grade is how ugly, how nasty do the cancer cells look to the pathologist under the microscope. And grade 1 cancer cells don't look so bad. Grade 2 look a little more angry, but grade 3 cancer cells look very angry and very aggressive. In the past, as recently as 10 or 15 years ago, we didn't have very good treatment for triple negative breast cancer. But over the past decade, we've developed very aggressive treatment for a very aggressive form of breast cancer.
Becca ended up receiving months of chemotherapy last year and all sorts of drugs to shrink her tumor,
which makes the job of the surgeon easier. A golf ball-sized tumor disappeared. Her lymph nodes were negative. And that means that we probably did cure her breast cancer.
A prognosis that's given this mother of 3 from Danville a new lease on life for 2022 and plenty of reasons to smile.
It's a privilege to grow older. Don't take anything for granted because you don't know when it could change in an instant.
And one other big point that Rebecca and Dr. Vogel wanted to get across, if you notice something abnormal going on with your health, definitely talk to your doctor about it. Some people still might not feel comfortable doing doctor's visits during COVID, and a lot of healthcare providers will start with virtual visits if you feel a little bit safer that way before bringing you into the office. The bottom line, just don't wait. But Tom, what an incredible story, and of course for her, a new lease on life for 2022.
Very inspiring. Okay, thanks, Ryan. Let's check it with